shot up in my that can get it independent and he looking for no love, girl. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the he trying to stunt and give me drinks. I got the bottles in the section and I punish the race. Turn up the bass. Do some crazy. Okay. I wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Packers going up against the Rams. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. Now Goff on first down. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
All right, here we go. Boom, Niner, Detroit, Detroit. Let's go. Green 39, Green 39.
The play clock's running down. Back to throw, Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Set, 3-19.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Time running out here on the play clock. Just beating the play clock is gone. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, it's Gurley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Here we go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, here's Gone. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. In motion left moves Nelson. Here's Johnson now, the fullback. And some room to roam now. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Well, that one's hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The one running back is Gurley. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Play clock winding down. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A first carry now. This is Lacey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. 8 yards there on a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They hand this one to Gronk. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nelson, the man in motion left. Now again to the first man through, and that's Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. The one running back is Gurley. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give him even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Here's Gall. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
All right, here we go. Over.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Set. 319. 319. Gone. Got you now, Barney. Set.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Here's Johnny Hekker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Out to the flat for Lacey. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Caught by Cobb. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he motions the wide receiver. Rodgers now on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Rodgers will try again on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Rodgers going to get to Lacy on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. And now it's 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Leopard, set, green, 319.
Austin, the man in motion left. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
12 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They come up in an offset eye. On first down. Rodgers out to the flat for Lacey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They come out here in the eye. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll try and run with their fullback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A dump off for Abdullah. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Abdullah. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short to get to the tight end. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Another toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they steal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
12 yards there as they move the chains. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, LA! Julius Thomas, 36 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Hurry up, here we go. Lampert.
Goff looking to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be a Green Bay first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Rodgers now on first down. And Nelson's got it here right side. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So they're on that play offensively. They ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Second down, here's Rodgers. Oh, no, lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The one running back is Gurley. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. No. Check. Let's go.
The play clock's running down.
Detroit.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Well, he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Rodgers. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down. They slot Gronkowski outright. Rodgers will try again on second down. Flush to his right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.